Welcome back to productions as well. What is new update? One new sports car and luxury car, military truck, and EV USV as well. So we have some kind of claim rewards. I think I have to join a group or something like else. We have 100 gems. We have officially unlocked our next reward in our next 24 hours as well. And because I won't be able to get in service, it looks like we're inside of nighttime as we begin of the productions as we're gonna be doing this for overnight. And this is the part 3 that we're gonna be doing this overnight. And we're not going to race against themselves. And looks like this is gonna be very hard that we're gonna be doing this once again. Exactly, it's gonna be very hard. And it looks like we're just gonna be getting on to some kind of all productions itself. But our last video we got scammed for our very first time, and it waste amount of efforts as well. So we got 6 parking lots we currently have here. I think we're gonna be heading to add some wood signs as well. And we could have not able to get thing. It's very hard to do like this. And the most special cars is currently under development as well. So we cannot able to advance for the exclusive cars. We have never found it for today. And looks like we're gonna be having for our next upgrade as well. And looks like it's time to increase the storage and the conveyor menu. I cannot able to do like this one as well. And I feel it's gonna be very terrifying as we're gonna be continuing to drive at night. And starting with small cars with a Fiat Abrath. The vehicle is absolutely spawning outside. Looks like I'm the blue team. It looks like it's a very early morning. Now it's about time that we're going to be going up into this well. The first couple of miles wasn't pretty sure to get up here. I'm not sure that I'm going to be going up here until I was Italian. So it's time to drive for some first miles. I don't need some kind of an advertisement music. Wait a second. I'm on top of this one. I'm gonna get down as really fast as possible before it won't be gonna be too late. Now I'm possibly that shall head down overall, and it doesn't gonna be making it happen. So all you have to do is gonna be going around for the dealership, and I'm not gonna be going back into the plot. Now it's so very far, I guess. So let's gonna be seeing overnight. And looks like the first time building and driving at night as well. So I have to jump around. An airdrop is falling out. Oh no, this is some kind of very extremely hard as well. I cannot wait to tell you that is gonna be taking for various hard. That my first thing that I need to give myself a badge first before entering to the desert. Literally, right now. This must be some kind of a drop point. I wonder it was. It's gonna be taking for very longer. Where is the drop box? And I don't really think it's gonna be very too far. I feel a little bit sick. And it's gonna be taking for a various amount of things as well. They continue to subject to make cars as well. And other kinds of dealerships won't be gonna be necessary. Looks like they won't able to cost money and jumping all over it itself. Looks like there might upgrades into increased speeds and increasing amount of things as well. Looks like the crate is gonna be dropping off and takes a little bit amount of things as well. So I suggest I'm going to be jumping out of the car. And look how it's going to be dropping off. And let's see, I'm just going to be jumping off the one course. I'm just going to be filled a little bit one thing as well. And we got the crates open. 20 gems. As we're heading back into the dealership as well. I can't believe it. That wasn't going to be trying to do like this. Back into the plot as well. We have no missing kind of items. We got 4 of them. And we just gonna be doing this a little bit early. I think we're just gonna be making some more cars as well. And we're gonna be seeing for our first results in about decades around these vehicles. So I'm gonna be accepting into a higher bid, which is 8,000. I'm gonna be taking for it. Make sure you had no scams. Looks like the most highest chance to give ourselves a scam. This is gonna be taken for very much. And we got him. That was absolutely gonna be taken for more at much. That I started to get feel sick around for this at night. I get me much how that I must drink coffee about for a literally first time. And because of this somehow, we just absolutely have more productions left. The continued production starts in morning. The production days is gonna be starting on this day. It's held at day, not even night or something like else. And it's gonna be taking for very much more than I ever expected that we're gonna be getting so much. It looks like we're gonna be getting a little bit for going on to a much more car productions as well. And looks like we just already have in one conclusion as well. So looks like there must be a maximize like these things should be extremely high. I don't know how it is gonna be taken for very hard to find. That sounds like a various scams as well. And because going on high like these things as well. We got one wheel and maximize like these ones as well. Let's drop the wheel off the course. It looks like our second conveyor will be coming in 125 million. It looks like the car productions is gonna be hitting out for $250,000. And it looks like the most highest thing actually gonna be starting against low. Very low as well. If I just wanted to make something a little bit higher. Now the production is about to continue to make things a little bit grow. And more of these things will be absolutely making more insane about this one. And to take it all the way for just about a lot of metal stuff. At least we got 2 cars or something. And this is how we're going to be taking on a little bit for money as well. 258. And looks like another race will be starting again very sooner. If it does, it's absolutely going to be taken for very much. That should be going to be taken for a little bit going strange. Tool storage is going to be making a little bit much. It's very fast. It's not even possible in about for $1 million. So currently you got 266. Now our next vehicle will be a Volkswagen Beetle. And we cannot afford to buy our next car. So we cannot able to be rich. Now it's gonna be taking for various ones as well. Until millions of dollars required. That should might able to get over here. And this should be gonna be taking around for 6,000. It looks like the morning has come. And we're gonna be continuing work. It looks like we're on our way into some kind of drive. So let's drive all the way down into this one. So the vehicle is spawned outside of the factory. So I'm about to head down all the way down into its front. And it should be going to be taking for very much as well. I don't really think this is going to be driving for a main some kind of a little bit things as well. It's not currently working anymore. And because due to something kind of just a little bit more or less worse as well. Yep, the sun has risen. But looks like we just gotta be went inside of the car dealership. And we're gonna be taking our first steps into making ourselves that we're gonna be rich. Now, we just absolutely starting for a Fiat Arabath as well. Starting with Fiat Arabath as well. Wait a second. It was absolutely for VA discount is not active as well. And because I just start with Fiat Arabath as well. I think we just absolutely I forgot about for this car what its name is. Abrath as well. So the Fiat Abrath as well for the Fiat 500. The Smart 2 was absolutely I'm gonna be purchasing for literally right now. And that was absolutely for a huge scam for all of this time. And the next one is the Volkswagen Beetle. Currently I just spawned for a first one. And this is not going to be very more cheaper than I ever expected. And that is some kind of a Chevy car as well, or Volks Chevy as well. We don't know, that we just found here for just whatsoever. The Ford Focus was an absolutely Ford Fiesta. It looks like we're just looking around the dealership. The Mini Cooper, the Volkswagen Mark V Golf, and the Lotus Elise. And the last one, it must be the Renault Clio as well. I cannot able to make it around for the medium cars. Will be exactly how it costs for $37 million to buy for a Cadillac Yukon as well. Wait a second, this must be the Escalade or a GMC Yukon. And the next one is the BMW, and how that big it is. And that is gonna be pretty good that I'm gonna be driving this. And that the richest guys, there's gonna be only one thing. The Jeep Wrangler. This is absolutely going to be trying to buy this when I was at Brookhaven. If I'm probably going to be sure. That we're using around the sports cars. Requires over millions of dollars we have for today. It's going to be taking for very much long. And supercars also. Industrial cars. This must be Isuzu as well. Electric cars. And off-road cars as well. Not pretty possible. Let's exit throughout the dealership, and we're gonna be heading back down into the car factory as well. And so our first miles comes, which should have for just literally right here the time that they played, which is gonna be taking for a very much time. And it looks like even us for taking for 46 days will be taking for a very much longer time. And the Lamborghinis have been removed about this game. The miles are driven should be going to be taken much. Let me see if there must be Lamborghinis or Koenigsegg that have gotten removed. As you can see, we got McLaren, Rolls-Royce, we got Ferrari, Aston Martin, Porsche 2, Bugatti, Ferrari. There must be one Koenigsegg, there must be one Strike in about 1 decade, one Pagani. And it looks like we're just absolutely using for sports cars. And around down here for a Chevy Corvette. I mean, the faster supercars we go. I don't think this game doesn't have Lamborghinis, because due to himself strike around the name. And about for a luxury, we have one McLaren. And we will absolutely exactly what they do this tomorrow. It looks like the Bugatti Bolide looks like absolutely extremely fast. It's over 300 miles per hour. $3.5 billion required, and it was exactly how extremely hard it may found. Cost around millions and billions of dollars as well. So that was gotta be extremely hard whatsoever. It cost for various millions of dollars. It won't be gonna be absolutely fixing like this one. Because how many miles I've driven as well. And there are no race cars about for this upcoming updates. There are no race cars in about something kind of an upcoming updates. There were nothing as well because of due to something. It's never going to be bad happen for just going to be driving out here. Now it looks like I can't able to join a race. But our first time race cars is required. Now I feel a little bit something kind of a little bit stressful, and it's something kind I feel a little bit sick. Now let's see for our results in about for higher decades, in about for reaching a lot of money and trying things itself not good. Looks like we're just absolutely $300,000, but we're not gonna be end of this video. Looks like we're gonna be still how far that we're making onto the storage. Now, looks like we're going to be starting about some other kinds of vehicles. We made this very far. It looks like I'm not going to be doing something a little bit worse. But buying our next car wasn't pretty enough. But buying for it something like it's going to be really fast until it's going to be make things a little bit work. I think this is absolutely pretty full as well. Now, it's taking for so much. And it's going to be taken for a various amount of miles over itself. It looks like if I'm going to be about to end of this video, it's currently in the middle of the day. And I'm not going to be going inside of that tunnel because that should be my extremely scams. And around that side of this one, And make sure my account will be insanely deleted as well. Now I feel extremely about for this war one stress. And if I'm just gonna be seeing for our final results, I'm just gonna be jumping out of the car just step away for this one. But there is the last one, and our final results will be gonna be resulting for our last 6 cars, and to produce a less than a little bit for this one. So I made sure this is gonna be taken for a little bit as much as we can able to do like this one. So I'm possibly that we're gonna be doing like this for today, and making more of these ones will be exactly how it is. But our last today in for our final industries and about for going on upgrading for this one. And looks like for our last concept a little bit for these ones. We have last 6 of them. We just absolutely might able to collect some, and before we're gonna be making onto this one, looks like we're just making for a various one. And that's a good for example, like this one is gonna be taken for very much as well. So this is gonna be taken for very much as well. In our last couple of these things will be exactly how many money that I have. It's absolutely taken for just a little bit gone longer. Now before I say for the last couple of these ones, before I just gonna be end of this video, and that is it for today's video for just as well. So if you enjoy for about for a 3rd day of the car productions as well, I think the production line, it won't be gonna be even itself close. But thanks for watching and about for just a couple of these things for our last 3 cars that they produce about for this moment, because due to it's something like a absolute for a kind of strategy as well. So looks like we continue to make some kind of just a little bit. That is some kind of one thing that I just never heard about these smart cars. So this is Trough Concept signing off. And thanks for watching. And about this only one thing is I went to go into dealership to drive some cars, but only one car has pretty left. We don't have any kinds of other cars as well. I don't want to start a race for this either. So, and which will be Trough Concept signing off. And I'll talk to you every cookie runners into our next video. Over and out. And that is our last results in about for just a little bit kind of these things, as we just went off to this end of this video before I just gonna get scammed for just a little bit of final time. And if the last time that we're never gonna be able to see like this one, and this is gonna be absolutely pretty perfect. $374,054 indeed.